Hey friends, welcome to Yoga with Rachel and welcome to your somatic yoga practice for tension and stiffness relief. As you move through this practice, the invitation is to listen to your body and explore what feels good for you. This can look like adjusting the range of motion, the number of repetitions, as well as the pace. It could also look like using a prop to support your explorations, pausing the practice, exploring different movements than what I'm showing in the practice, and so on. Listening to your body and honoring its messages is a beautiful way to nurture self-love, respect, compassion, and trust. I invite you to bring a blanket or a pillow to your space. We will be on our back for the entire practice, so please have your prop within arm's reach, just in case you wish to use this item for your explorations. All right, without further ado, let's explore. I invite you to slowly lower your back body onto the surface beneath you. Take a moment to check in to see if your body is asking for a full body stretch. Feel free to follow any natural urges like yawning, sighing, or rotating your ankles and your wrists. Follow what feels good and nourishing for you. In your own time, release your arms to your sides. You can either keep your legs extended, or you can bend at your knees, placing the soles of your feet on your mat. Then walk your feet toward the long edges of your mat and invite your knees to gently fall in and connect. It might feel good to slightly turn your toes inward or outward as you settle into your constructive rest pose. Take a slow breath in through your nose, and on your breath out, you can either soften your focus or close your eyes. I invite you to gently scan your body, starting at your toes and slowly moving your way up to your head, noticing where your body makes contact with the ground. Now, I invite you to gently scan your body, starting from your head and slowly moving down to your toes, noticing any areas where there's space between your body and the earth. I invite you to bring your awareness to your foot to earth connection, noticing which parts of your feet are grounded and which parts are lifted. Gently move your attention to your pelvis, sensing the weight of your pelvis resting against the surface beneath you. Now, become aware of your shoulder blades, noticing their connection to the ground. Does one shoulder blade feel more grounded than the other? Finally, bring your awareness to the back of your head, sensing the gentle weight of your head as it is softly cradled by the earth. Breathe in through your nose and release your breath through your mouth. I invite you to rest one hand on your heart space and then softly place your other hand on your belly. Invite your upper arms to relax onto the surface beneath you. Without altering your breath, I welcome you to observe the natural ebb and flow of your breath. Notice where you can feel the expansion with every inhale and where you sense the softening with each exhale. I now invite you to guide your breath toward your chest, sensing the gentle rise with every inhale and the soft fall with every exhale. In your own time, begin to gently guide your breath toward your belly, noticing the soft rise and fall of your abdomen with each cycle of breath. In your own time, invite your breath to return to its natural rhythm. I invite you to release your arms to your sides. If your legs are extended, kindly bend at your knees and place the soles of your feet on your mat about hip width apart. If you're in a constructive rest pose, I welcome you to part your knees and then walk your feet in so they're about hip width apart. In your own time, explore gently rocking your pelvis forward, releasing your lower back toward the earth. Then gently press into your sacrum as you move in the opposite direction, creating a small gap between your lower back and the earth. Feel free to continue this pelvic rock at a pace that feels right for you. I encourage you to keep this movement small to start and explore a breathing pattern that supports the movement. Feel free to adjust your range of motion by gradually lifting more of your spine away from the ground. Notice how this movement flows naturally along the length of your spine. Does your head respond to this movement? Observe whether you feel any movement in your jaw. In your own time, return to a neutral spine and settle into stillness. Take a slow, nourishing breath in through your nose and breathe out through your mouth. Invite your palms to rest on the ground as your arms continue to relax by your sides. Gently rock your pelvis forward, releasing your lower back toward the earth, and then gently press into your foundation as you slowly lift your pelvis, lower back, and part of your mid-spine away from the ground, finding your bridge pose. In your own time, slowly lower and release. I invite you to continue lifting and lowering, exploring a range of motion, pace, and breathing pattern that feels good and nourishing for you. Notice which muscles support you as you lift and which ones support you as you lower. Bring your awareness to your spine, noticing which parts of your spine make contact with the earth as you lower, and which parts lift away as you rise. You might explore lifting and lowering your arms, moving them in sync with the rise and fall of your pelvis. In your own time, lower and release. Invite your muscles to relax and soften as you breathe in through your nose and breathe out through your mouth. I invite you to extend your legs out long. You can either gently bounce the backs of your legs against the ground, or you can windshield wiper your feet, turning your toes in and out at a pace that resonates with you. In your own time, settle into stillness. In this moment of pause, I invite you to notice what is present for you. This could be a physical sensation, an emotion, a color, or an image. In your own time, bend at your knees, placing the soles of your feet on the ground. Then walk your feet toward the long edges of your mat, inviting your toes to turn out slightly. Kindly send your arms from left to right, palms facing upward, and then bend at your elbows. Observe the space across your chest. When you feel ready, slowly rock your knees from side to side, moving within a range of motion that feels comfortable for you. letting your breath flow naturally. I invite you to bring your awareness to your pelvis. Observe how the weight moves across your pelvis as you rock your knees from side to side. Feel free to add on to this movement by gently rolling your head from side to side. You can choose to roll your head in the same direction as your knees or in the opposite direction. Let this movement feel nourishing. Notice where you can sense the movement taking place along the length of your spine. In your own time, return to center, settling into stillness. Breathe in through your nose. Breathe out through your mouth. Take a moment here to notice if anything is surfacing for you. I invite you to walk your feet back in so they're about hip distance apart, and release your arms to your sides. In your own time, connect to your center as you hug your knees in towards your chest. Explore releasing your lower back toward the earth by lifting your tailbone off the ground and then lowering back down to the earth. I invite you to place your palms on your knees or wrap your arms around your shins. You can stay here in stillness, or you can explore a gentle rock from side to side. As you're here, I encourage you to send your breath toward your belly. Notice how your lower back responds with each cycle of breath. If you're exploring a gentle rock, I invite you to settle into stillness. Take a slow, nourishing breath in through your nose, and then release your breath through your mouth. Kindly keep your right knee hugged in, and then release your left foot to the earth. With your hands resting on your right shin, explore drawing circles with your right knee. Explore a pace and a range of motion that feels comfortable for you. Feel free to reverse the direction of your circle. I invite you to notice whether any sensations are present as you move your knee in a circle. In your own time, settle into stillness. Breathe in, breathe out. I invite you to rest your right ankle against your left thigh. Feel free to stay here, or you can connect to your center as you lift your left foot off of the ground, gently bringing your left knee closer towards your chest. It might feel welcome in your body to interlace your fingers around your left hamstring. I encourage you to explore what feels good for you here. You might choose to remain here in stillness as you send your breath into sensation, or perhaps you explore a gentle rock from side to side as you rotate your ankles. You might also explore lifting your left foot toward the sky, extending through your left leg. Lovely. When this feels complete, please unravel and release the soles of your feet to the earth. Breathe in through your nose. Breathe out through your mouth. Gently scan the right side of your body, observing what's present for you with curiosity. In your own time, hug your left knee in toward your chest. You can stay here, or you can draw circles with your left knee. As you're here, explore guiding your breath toward your abdomen. Whenever it feels good, you can reverse the direction of your circle. When this feels complete, explore stillness. Take a loving breath in through your nose and softly release your breath through your mouth. I invite you to rest your left ankle against your right thigh. You can stay here, or you can connect to your center as you lift your right foot off the ground, hugging your right knee closer towards your chest. You can support your right leg by interlacing your fingers behind your right hamstring. I invite you to explore what feels good and nourishing here. Listening to your body and honoring its sensations is a beautiful way to nurture self-love, respect, compassion, and trust. In your own time, kindly unravel and release both feet to the earth. As you breathe in and out, gently scan the left side of your body, noticing what's present. For our next exploration, you can either keep the soles of your feet grounded, or you might prefer to extend your legs out long. In your own time, extend your arms toward the sky, keeping your wrists stacked over your shoulders. Palms can be facing toward each other if that feels right in your body. I invite you to maintain a small bend in your elbows. When you feel ready, begin to draw small circles with your arms, imagining that your fingertips are drawing tiny circles on your ceiling. I invite you to notice where you feel the movement in your body. Observe which muscles are engaged as you explore this gentle movement. You can change the direction of your circle whenever it feels good. I invite you to bring your awareness to the sensation of your breath as you explore this movement. Beautiful. In your own time, gently release your arms to your sides. I invite you to notice whether any sensations are calling for your attention. If your legs are extended, kindly bend at your knees, letting the soles of your feet rest on the mat. If you have a blanket or a pillow, feel free to place it on the right side of your mat. In your own time, send your arms from left to right with your palms resting on the ground. Connect to your center as you hug your knees in towards your chest. Take a loving breath in through your nose, and on a slow breath out, gently lower your knees to the right. Feel free to make any adjustments to your hips, legs, and arms to find a place of ease. It might feel deeply nourishing to place a pillow or a folded blanket under your legs, or you can place your prop between your thighs. As you rest here, the invitation is to bring your awareness to the natural ebb and flow of your breath. Notice where you can feel your breath moving within your body. Now, I invite you to visualize your breath flowing along the length of your spine, moving from your tailbone to the base of your skull as you breathe in, and then flowing in the opposite direction as you breathe out. As you breathe in and out, it might be helpful to imagine a glowing ball of light flowing along the length of your spine. Lovely. You can release this visualization, inviting your breath to return to its natural rhythm. If you're using a prop, kindly place it on the left side of your mat. When you feel ready, press into your foundation, connect to your center, and then lift your knees through center. Feel free to adjust your position on your mat before slowly lowering your legs to the left. I encourage you to explore what feels good for you here, allowing yourself to settle into a place of comfort and ease. I invite you to observe your breath, noticing the sensation of air entering your nostrils with each inhale, following its flow, and then feeling the air leave through your nose or your mouth with every exhale. I invite you to imagine your breath flowing gently along the length of your spine, with the image of the glowing ball of light guiding its path. When this feels complete, invite your breath to settle into its natural rhythm. If you're using a prop, kindly place it to the side of your mat. Press into your foundation, connect to your center as you lift your knees through center, and then slowly lower your feet to the earth. Take a nurturing breath in through your nose, and then release your breath through your mouth. When you feel ready, extend your legs out long, with your feet slightly wider than hip width apart, and invite your arms to settle at your sides. Begin to windshield wiper your feet, turning your feet in and out, exploring a pace that resonates with you. This movement can encourage the release of any lingering tension in your lower body. Beautiful. Gradually settle into stillness. Feel free to lift your arms toward the sky and give your arms and hands a gentle shake. In your own time, slowly release your arms back down to your sides. I invite you to take up space on your mat, inviting your body to surrender to the support of the earth. Take a slow, nourishing breath in through your nose, and on your breath out, either soften your focus or close your eyes. I invite you to take another look around your inner landscape, noticing where you sense ease in your body and where you sense gripping, holding, or tension. If you notice any areas of tension, you can gently guide your breath toward those areas. Or you can gradually tense that area on your inhale and then slowly release that state of tension on your exhale. For example, if you notice tension around your eyes, you can gently squeeze your eyes shut as you breathe in, and then gradually soften the squeeze on your breath out. Whatever arises, the invitation is to meet it with compassionate curiosity. I invite you to bring your awareness to your breath, observing its natural flow. You're welcome to pause the video if your body is asking to linger in this restful space a little longer. If you feel ready to transition to a seat, I invite you to bring some gentle movement back to your body. Wiggle your fingers and toes. Gently roll your head from side to side. You can explore a full body stretch. When you feel ready, bend at your knees. Melt your knees to one side as you roll onto your side. You can use your bottom arm as a pillow as you rest here in fetal position for a moment. When you feel ready, slowly press yourself up to a seat. I invite you to offer yourself a hug or gently place your hands on your heart. If it feels good, you can smile. Take a moment to express deep appreciation toward yourself for showing up today, for taking care of your inner world, for making time for self-care. This is a beautiful act of self-love. Thank you so much for choosing to be here. You're welcome to return to this practice whenever it feels right for you. Please bring your palms together and place your hands in front of your heart, allowing your thumbs to gently rest against your sternum. Take a soothing breath in through your nose, and on your breath out, bow your head toward your heart, sending you love, light, and gratitude. We close our practice by saying thank you or namaste.